Well, we've had a lot of fun with the cow theme over the years, and it really just kind of happened by accident. We had purchased our first piece of land, my father and I, and we were working on, the project and everything we needed to know, and we started talking about marketing, and we said, well, what are we going to call it? What's our name going to be? And so we're throwing out some ideas, and I said, well, we're kind of moving out of the cattle business and moving into the storage business. How about if we say we're moving out of the cow business and moving into the storage business? And I said, well, how about Moove In self-storage? And we can have dancing cows and do lots of fun things with cows. Cow spots on the signs and on our marketing brochures and business cards, and we even built the first couple buildings with black and white, like the Holsteins we had back on the farm. So that's really the origin of the name. It happened over the dinner table, at the farm where I grew up, many years ago.
Moove In Self-Storage supports local business. First of all, because we are a local business. We're located here in New York. We're a family-run business and company, and we think it's very important to be part of the communities that we serve. We strive to make sure that all of our managers, our store managers, are part of the local chamber and participate in the local chamber of commerce. We want them to get out in the community and do community service projects, charitable projects. We strive to make sure that we provide donated units to the local baseball teams and Boy Scout troops and local libraries so they have a place to store their books for the annual book sale. Things like that. We want to make sure it's important. We also, as part of our marketing efforts, do a lot of co-marketing with other businesses within our community. They're promoting our self-storage facility, and in return, we're going to promote their business with our business as well. We're all part of the same community, and growing up on a farm in a very small community, I've always felt that sense of belonging. And so, we hope that when we come to a community and serve that community, that we'll become part of that community. And we want to make sure that our customers feel like they're involved and they're part of our community, and will patronize us, and we'll do the same for their businesses that we can, and we buy as much stuff locally as we can, to support them and support the community. So we feel it's very important. We have that family atmosphere within our company. We want to make sure that our customers feel like they're part of the family. Community is very important to us, and we want to be involved. We want to be part of your community. The first Moove In Self-Storage was in a little town named Bald Eagle, which is a suburb of Tyrone, which again is another small town, Tyrone, Pennsylvania, very near to Pennsylvania State University, Penn State. And so in 1997, in the summer of 1997, we bought a piece of land of about 2 acres and got the construction financing, and we built our first building, 56 units, and it was called Moove In Self-Storage, and we referred to it as Moove In Self-Storage number 1. And very successful project, and that's the only project that I've ever built that I've sold. And we actually sold that to a good friend of ours, and it's still operating today, but not as a move-in, but it's still operating self-storage, and a very successful one at that.
We are now up to 16 self-storage facilities that we own and operate under the Moove In Self-Storage name.
We've been very blessed with the growth of our self-storage brand, or our Moove In Self-Storage brand, over the years. We've been in business since 1997, and in that time we went from 1 facility, opened up in December 1997, and we now have 16 self-storage facilities. So the growth has been pretty phenomenal. Almost all the facilities that we own we have built, but we have purchased a few along the way as well. We started out with no employees. I actually answered the phone and did the rentals, and my father then met the clients there. I was actually 2 hours away from our facility, so I'd take the phone calls on my cell phone, and then I'd call my dad. He'd meet the clients at the storage facilities. We didn't have an office, so he sat in the front seat of his car, signed the lease with the tenants, told them to lock, and moved them in, and that's how we did our first one. So then we hired our first employee, and she would meet the customers and take the phone calls and make the collection calls, what have you, to make sure it ran correctly and run the books. And then today, with our whole organization, we have about 35 employees. Not all of them are involved in running the self-storage facilities, but we have a construction division and feasibility studies and brokerage. And so we have probably nearly 20 people that run our self-storage facilities today. And it's a wonderful and great group of people to work with.